I said to Gretzky when I was interviewing him, I said, now he is the most prolific goal scorer in NHL history. And I said, how is it that you're better than everybody else? And he said, well, you see, everybody else is going to where the puck is. I go to where the puck is going. Right? How many of you are going to where the puck is going? How many of you are looking ahead, anticipating? Well, everybody else with your competition is focused on today or this. How many of you, as busy as you are, flip the calendar a little bit forward and see how you can get a leg up? You know, one of the greatest compliments I ever received was at the Urinal. It's not what you think. So I'm at the Urinal, okay, at M&T Bank Stadium, right? It's September of 1999. Does anyone know why September 26, 1999 was a day when Baltimore was the center of the sports universe? Ripken. Not Ripken. Anyone know September 26, 1999? Okay. It's the first time when the old Cleveland Browns were playing the new Cleveland Browns. The Ravens were playing the Browns. It was the first time, and it was the sports event in this country. I mean, here's Art Modell, once beloved, now hated, despised, taking on his old team, the city that he put out of business in football for 3 years. So it's a huge national story. So here I am. I'm just finished going live for Fox on the field, going to the bathroom. In barges in Sal Paolantonio from ESPN. Those of you that watch ESPN, Sal Paolantonio is one of their lead reporters. I've never met Sal. I knew who he was. I've never met him. Walks right up. When did you get Art? Huh? When did you get Art? Why? He said, well, I just finished going live on the field. I just got a call from my bosses at ESPN. Here's this big story. I didn't have an interview with Art. They said, how come you didn't get Art? Some guy named Steve Davis in Baltimore got Art. Why didn't you? When did you get Art? I said, I got him about 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago? Why 3 weeks ago? I said, well, look, I looked at the calendar and I realized the biggest event coming up in September is going to be the Ravens playing the Browns, okay? And I knew there's no way that the Ravens are ever going to let Art do any interviews that week and be the center of the story. There's no way. So I looked and I called up PR about 3 weeks before, and I said, hey, I'd like to get an interview with Art. And they said, about what? And I said, oh, I'd like to talk to him about Brian Billick's first year in the job, what he thinks about that, how things are going. It's not really what I wanted to talk to him about. So they said, fine. So I go and do the interview with Art, and I ask him all these questions that I really didn't care about, and then I got the questions that I wanted about the game. I waited a couple of weeks because I didn't want to tip anyone else off to the fact that, you know, Art isn't going to talk coming up. I call Fox up and I say, hey, I got Art. Do you guys want Art? And they say, yeah, we've been trying to get Art. We can't get him. You want to go live in the field? So I go live in the field. So Sal says to me, wow, I didn't even think about that. That was pretty good. So as it turns out, and I didn't know this, I was the only one that had gotten Art in the electronic or print media. So bottom line, I may have been the guy standing at the urinal, but it was everybody else that got caught with their pants down that day. I got Art. How much are you looking ahead? How much are you anticipating? I know everyone's calendar is full, but how much can you get a jump on your competition?